always be drama.
Men are wired like that. A man would love a woman to hell.
100%.
Or maybe he's somewhere.
Yeah.
His dick will just decide something.
No, he's
Hey guys, welcome back to the fourth episode of Young, Famous, and African. So this episode is just leaving me speechless because, guys, what is Two-Face saying? Like, I wasn't expecting that. Just like it's not long, we just finished scratching this all getting another woman pregnant and all that, and the next thing you are saying all this, like this is just like Kaylee said, this is actually very embarrassing. Like, what is Two-Face doing? This is really embarrassing. And honestly, I don't know why Nadia is still like fueling it. Okay, if I'm to understand what Two-Face is trying to say, which it doesn't make any sense, honestly. Like, from what he's trying to say is as a guy, you can actually be in love with someone, with your girl. Like, you can be in love with someone and you can you can still go ahead and sleep with somebody else. So you sleeping with the other person doesn't necessarily mean you have feelings for that person. Like, it's just you being you just want to actually sleep with the person. And it doesn't really make sense, because why would you be in love with someone? So, like, why would you be in love with someone and you're still thinking about sleeping with somebody else? Like, why? So it's completely dumb. Like, it's completely dumb. And I don't know why Anya had to leave the table, because she's now, if really she's portraying, because she's always portraying like her marriage is good, her marriage is perfect, no one is suffering, everybody is happy. You understand? Like, that is what she keep trying to tell us. Our marriage is good, our marriage is good. Why on earth did she leave the table? So leaving the table, allowing just Two-Face to keep saying whatever nonsense is saying, it's just giving us this it's just letting us know that means she's lying. Like, she's completely lying. So I just feel she shouldn't have left that table. Yeah, she should have just like tap on him, like, yo, you're already saying too much, why don't you just hold up and stop? But no, she just left, making it look like she's the victim. Like, she's always portraying she's the victim. And when we are like trying to sympathize with her, then she'll go on with like, leave my marriage a break. Well, girl, this wasn't necessary. And for Two-Face, maybe it's just the alcohol, guys. So let's blame it on the champagne, because why on earth will you say something like that? Like, I was like, yo, what is this? Anyway, guys, so let me get right into other things that happened in this episode. So finally, Annie finally spoke about what happened between she and Swanky. Apparently, this is what happened, guys. So she and Swanky, according to Annie, it was her idea that they organize an event in Lagos and invite everybody, like everyone across the country, to come down for the event, like hosting them, you understand? So while she was bringing up the idea, while she was suggesting it and everything, Swanky was like, nah, they shouldn't actually do that. So according to Annie, Swanky wasn't really interested in doing it, you understand? And it turns out that, like, this is me telling you, this is how we should do this whole stuff. We should plan this event and everything. But you are saying, no, we shouldn't. And the next day, you are already doing it. So Annie was really disappointed. She was like, this is my idea. This is everything I wanted. You were not even in support. And now you went ahead to do everything behind my back. As if that was not enough, you still did not even invite me. So that is actually the beef between the two of them. Then she said, even after what he did, like after how many months they've not spoken, they've not seen, you seeing her that day, instead of you to just respect yourself and say hi to her, you just snubbed her. Guys, I'm referring to like the first episode, Diamond event, a Diamond party, yeah. So because he didn't even say hi to her, so that still had up to everything. So she's like, she doesn't know what she did to Swanky to deserve that. So guys, she was saying all these things to Bunang, Apparently Bonang and her kind of, trying to get close. I don't know where that's going to leave Kanye, because it was Annie and Kanye all this while. And now it's looking like there is no longer Annie and Kanye. So Bonang asked her, like, because Bonang and Swanky are friends. It was even Swanky that introduced Bonang to the rest of us. So Bonang is now like, what is going on between you and Swanky? I know you two to be an item. So what is this? What is happening? So that was when Annie said everything to her. So according to Annie feels like, well, Bonang is actually like the best person to say all these things to, because she's matured enough not to take side, you understand, in her mind. Anyway, Annie said everything to Bonang. So Bonang invited Annie and Zari. So Zari was surprised to see Annie. Same with Annie. Annie was also surprised to see Zari, and she was like, okay, if she, like, in the past she and Zari were not speaking, but let's see how this is going to go. So that's when Annie went ahead to start saying everything, also telling them how Swanky sent her a fake voice note, trying to express or trying to, like, she saw it as completely fake. Like, that is even what pissed her off the most. She knows Swanky, like, she knows when Swanky is being real. So all those voice notes was what? Like, why would he even do that? Why would he even be listening to the blog? So does that mean he actually believes what is out there? So in believing all those things really shows that, then that shows that he's not her friend. So she was completely disappointed and everything. So while they were on that, I don't know how Zari was able to just bring Kanye into this topic, guys. Zari was just saying a whole lot about Kanye. Kanye and Bonang are also not friends. So Bonang was like, whoa, really? So she was saying a lot of things about Kanye, saying how Kanye is a snake, that Kanye is this kind of person that when two people are actually eating their heads, she wouldn't like tell them to stand down. She would just stay in one corner trying to see who she's going to take side with, you understand? So for Zari, she said Kanye is just a snake and everything, but Annie didn't really say much about it, because she noticed Kanye has been giving her some cold distance, which she doesn't know. Okay, guys, I now remember another thing again is, Kanye put call her out, like that time she also organized her own event, saying how she and Swanky need to clear the hair, you understand? So Annie is also angry about that. Like, why would she insult her in front of kids, and not just kids, in front of strangers as well? So that's leaving like Annie and Kanye, like both of them needs to fix whatever thing they are going on, honestly. So while this all getting together between Bonang, Annie and Zari, Blanky invited Nadia, invited Kaylee, and also invited Kanye. So Nadia was like, did you guys see, or what did you guys heard what Two-Face said? Like the last time Two-Face brother Annie invited like the rest of them for a little dinner between she and Two-Face. Okay, so did you guys listen to what Two-Face was saying? And Nadia was just saying. So at that point, Kanye was like, she just noticed Annie is just friends with Annie. Like, she's always looking out for herself. So she just feels she and Annie are no longer the way they used to be. Like, she actually feels she's fighting to be Annie's friend, but Annie is not doing the same thing to her. And at this point, she just feels she's no longer interested in it, you understand? So at that point, they also asked Swanky, like, what is happening between you and Swanky? Okay, so Swanky also said something. So at that point, Swanky also like told them what actually happened. Like, okay, like they plan to host an event together, you understand, to invite everybody. And while they were on it, a manager was speaking to him, Swanky. Then Annie called the manager. So while Annie wasn't aware that Swanky was on the call with the manager, so she wasn't even aware Swanky was like he was there. So the next thing, Annie went off, started saying terrible things about him, and that's saying terrible things about Swanky. And why she just said, you know what, I know you like Swanky, but Swanky won't be involved in this whole thing. And when the manager heard that, he just muted Swanky so Swanky wouldn't hear more things, you understand? And at that point, Swanky was like, look, you have to unmute me, else I'm going to cause a lot of things. So you have to just unmute me if you don't want shit to go out. So that's when Annie was saying a lot of terrible things about him, and he was so surprised. Like, he was like, where is all this coming from? You understand? So at that point, he decided that he's going to do that event on his own and he's not going to invite her. So which he did. And guys, at this point, I don't know who to believe, honestly. So I don't know if actually Annie did say terrible things about Swanky, or it was Swanky that stole Annie's idea. So we'll get to see how this plays out, because these two people have not said anything yet. It's just all on he did, she said, and all that. So guys, you already know that Diamond and Fontana are already an item, right? So apparently Louis has an eye for Fontana. Yeah, I forgot to mention that in the previous episode. So to him, he has been looking for a lady, so he just feels Fontana is the right one for him. And I'm like, if only you know that Fontana is not even close to someone for you, like not close. So in this episode, he's shooting his shot with Fontana, and Fontana is just like, well, Fontana said Louis is not a kind of man. Like, it's just the opposite. Louis is just too soft for her and everything. The only reason she would consider Louis is just to control him. And I'm sure Louis wouldn't want that. But guys, Swanky doesn't like Louis. I said that. So he doesn't like Louis, and he has been bullying him all this while. So this is what Swanky did. Swanky knows very well that Louis has an eye for Fontana. You understand? And he also knows that Fontana is already seeing Diamond. So this is what he did. I forgot to add. Since he knows Diamond and Zari are like, both of them they are co-parent and all those things, he knows Zari would not really be cool like that. So this is what he did. He literally invited everybody. Okay, invited Bonang, invited Zari, invited Fontana, invited Louis. And he went ahead to tell Zari that, look, Fontana, like, did you know Fontana and Diamond are making some music? Like, are you aware? Are you also aware that some kind of things will go on between them, and are you cool with it? And that leaves Louis, like, Louis was very shocked. Like, he's so surprised. It's just like I spoke to you, like, I spoke to you about my intentions and everything, and you didn't even mention to me that, oh, there's somebody else, that kind of thing. So Louis is surprised and disappointed, and I know very well Swanky is happy about this. Like, this is what he wants. This is what he actually wants. So this is leaving Nadia to like, so this is leaving Zari. Like, Zari is like, she doesn't have a problem with that. She knows, she's not surprised. She knows Diamond to be someone that likes chasing. You understand? So the thing is Fontana okay with it? And Fontana is just like, well, she already knows that Diamond already said that you are always trying to be controlling about deciding who is going to be with and everything. And she's like, she's not that. Like, she doesn't care. She really doesn't care about any of that. So guys, this is getting really dramatic because Fontana and Zari are eating each other up. So in the next episode, I'm going to unfold more drama between these two. Let me quickly say something about Bonang. You know that Louis told the boys about what happened between him and Bonang. You understand? So in this little dinner that Swanky invited them to, Louis said, okay, he's going to apologize to Bonang again. So it turns out that Swanky told Bonang a different story. Like, he didn't say exactly what happened, which I don't know why Swanky was doing that. Yeah, maybe just to make Bonang hate him. Okay, So Louis is still apologizing to Bonang, explaining everything to him, and Bonang was just like, she didn't even take it. She didn't take it, guys. She really didn't take it. You understand? So while Zari and Fantana were trying to get on with this Diamond stuff, that's how Bonang just flare up, was just saying all manner of rubbish to Louis, and Louis felt some kind of way. Then he just clicked on his head that Swanky must have said a different thing to her. So this is leaving Swanky like, Swanky is just there, sitting there like, what is going on? Why are you guys fighting? You understand? Knowing fully well is the one that fueled this whole thing up. This makes me not to even like him. Like Swanky fucked up big time, and there, that is like, well, I don't even expect less from a girl like him. Yeah, I really don't expect anything less, because you invite everyone over and you just watch them eat themselves up after stirring up things. Is this how they do? This is really so low of him, honestly. So in the next episode, like that's episode 5, stay tuned because that one is dropping right soon. Okay. In the next episode, we get to see how Zari and Fontana are going to be, because guys, I can literally see these two people eating their skin off, because Zari is just literally telling Fontana that Diamond, I hope you know Diamond is not a one woman person. I hope you know that. And Fantana is trying to feel like, yeah, I know Diamond is not a one woman person, and what make you think I'm also like a one man person? Like, what make you think so? So this is also leaving Louis, like Louis have an interest for Fantana. So Louis on his own, he doesn't really like Diamond. Like him and Diamond, they had histories together, you understand? So this is making him feel like, will I be able to get this girl? I mean, this girl is already going for someone like is not my person. So is it possible? And another one again is now living between Annie and Swanky. Who is saying the truth, honestly? Who is really saying the truth? So stay tuned, guys. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please do well to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, okay? And if you've subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking through. See you in the next episode. Bye.